Hello everyone, this is Namir Qureshi, and I want to welcome you to Unfolding Destiny, where we teach you how to build your life within the context of your true identity. Today's topic is, how do you build something sustainable? So this is important because you don't want to just be constantly chasing after the next thing. Alright, so there's things like penny stocks, and there's pop sockets, and there's real estate, and there's a whole bunch of other things that you could be pursuing to kind of, flip and make money. You can flip houses with real estate, you can buy beanie bags and beanie babies, and you can sell them online, and it's cool and everything. I think these are okay side hustles, but you really have to know what your narrative is. In order to build something sustainable, you got to know your narrative. So, quick story is I've been working on a lot of my own entrepreneurial side projects, and one of the things I realized was that, all right, anyone can put together like a foundation. Anyone can put together a team. You can start working on things, working on different projects. But the problem is, when it comes to marketing, is this something that you ultimately care about expressing to the world over and over and over again? Think about it this way. Let's say you've come up with this crazy idea I'm going to show you my phone here. All right, so this is a pop socket over here. And let's say you find that the next gold rush is in pop sockets. This is a cool little thing. You can flatten it up, you can pull it out, you can hold it while you're running, so that it makes it so that your phone doesn't fall out of your hand. This is a really cool tool. I use it when I'm watching a video on my phone. I just kind of prop it up and it gives it balance. So there's a lot of selling factors behind it, but at the end of the day, I don't care enough about a pop socket to make 1,000 videos off of it. My topic deals with unlocking human potential, really around the areas of identity and consciousness and psychology. And I use those topics to talk about your own potential. And then attached to that, you can dive into other subcategories like fitness, for instance. I like fitness. I post some videos on my Namir.co Instagram with me doing some random fitness stuff, like on my power tower and all these other things that I'm doing. But fitness isn't my main topic. Neither is finance or even reading books, literature. None of that. Pop sockets aren't my topic. What I've crafted my entire narrative around is the idea of unlocking human potential through the lens of your own unique identity. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because that is my narrative. And when you have a nice narrative that you believe in, what happens is then you can look into the future and realize, well, okay, I could actually make 1,000 Facebook ads off of this one topic. I love it so much. I would love to talk about psychology all day long and human potential. I love talking about diet and nutrition as they relate to potential. I'm not dogmatic about what type of diet did you follow. I follow paleo and keto, but I also eat bread from time to time. It's okay. My thing is that it's not so much the specific category that you're supposed to pursue. It's more so, how does this relate to your overall narrative? Is this something that you truly care about? And the measure of whether or not you really care about something enough is that, will you actually be willing to make 1,000 ads on it? Because think about it. If I make a Facebook ad off of a certain topic, let's just say it's a pop socket, I don't care enough to make 1,000 ads on pop sockets. I think that would be a waste of my time, a waste of my ability, my potential. I love this thing, but it's not like I'm going to make 1,000 videos off of it. I'm not going to make 1,000 videos off of beanie babies or penny stocks. I just think penny stocks are boring. I'm not a day trader. It's not something I'm passionate about. Well, why would I put the grind into something if I'm not willing to talk about it after the fact? Why would I spend hours and years trying to master a craft if I don't even like talking about it? It just boggles my mind. Why would you pursue a degree in a field that you don't really care about? Is it just for the money? Okay, yeah, money is fine. But the thing is, if you really want to excel at your craft, it's got to be something that you truly love, and you got to find a way to tie that thing into your overall narrative. It has to stem off of your narrative. Even with me, when I'm working my day job, for instance, I find ways to think about, how does this thing that I'm selling, how does this relate to my overall narrative? Can I take my narrative and spin it off in such a way where I can present this thing? Meaning, even with pop sockets, if my day job was selling pop sockets all day long, then what I would do is I would try to find a way to make my job a little bit more, less effortful or more effortless, what I would do is I would find ways to talk about pop sockets as they relate to human potential. I mean, I guess that's how I would do it. I would talk about the psychology of pop sockets and what went into creating one of these things. It's a pretty cool story. I think they spent 2 years trying to perfect the model. So it's a really nifty gizmo. But my thing is, when you know your narrative, it makes a lot of other things in your life easier. Makes them so much easier. Also, there's less energy drain. So here's the thing. In one aspect, sure, you can be that mogul. You can chase after that next idea, that next investment thrill, and it's short-lived. You can flip it and make the money behind it, but you're not really that excited about it. It doesn't light up your spirit. You really can't motivate or excite other people. You can't really grow a following, and you're constantly chasing after that next high. It's no way to really live. Conversely, if you know your narrative, it kind of forces you to focus through that one lens. Now, you might not be able to focus on all the other investment opportunities out there, but who cares? I mean, truth be told, these 5 to 10 minute videos that I shoot, they take me about 2 to 3 hours to edit. They take me another hour to get online. So that's about 4 or 5 hours of my day. Now, of course, the editing process, me putting in a little Unfolding Destiny logo and stuff, that doesn't take very long. And as long as I don't really have any like blemishes or skirmishes throughout this video, it's pretty much one take anyway. So there's not a lot of editing, but still it takes me some time for it to export out of Adobe Premiere. So these things, like, I like doing this because at the end of the day, the message that I have, I love it so much that I'm willing to put in the work just so that I can communicate the message. And that's passion right there. That's something that you have to look within yourself and know, is this something that I'm willing to write 1,000 stories or 1,000 posts about? Is this something I'm willing to become annoying about? Can I have my reputation be tied to this topic? And in order for that to be the case, you got to dig real deep or deeply. You got to go deeply within your soul and figure out what it is what's the narrative that you want to preach. All right, so here's an example. Penny stocks. Would you, in your mind, could you conceive yourself actually putting out 1,000 videos on penny stocks? Could you see yourself putting out 1,000 videos on fitness, for that matter, or nutrition? It sounds like it's fun at the beginning, but is this something that you're willing to put in 10 years or 10,000 hours into to really becoming the master and expert behind? See, that's really what it takes to build something sustainable. You got to have roots, and your roots are basically, they're your story, they're your narrative. And as you understand your narrative and you start to come out into the world with that narrative, other people will resonate with that message. That's how you build something sustainable. I believe that this is also a metaphor for pretty much anything that you want to pursue in life, whether it's a career goal or it's a relationship with someone. Do you play the field, or do you actually build and think about your narrative and think about how this person that you're going to relate with is going to come into the context of that narrative? And then, is this someone that also likes the same narrative that you're sharing? Why would you want to be involved with anyone, whether it's a romantic relationship or a business relationship or just a social friendship, if they don't fundamentally care about the story that you're sharing? What else are you going to talk about? Penny stocks? So I know I'm just kind of ripping on penny stocks here. I couldn't give 2 hoots about penny stocks. And for those of you who are worried about missing the boat on Bitcoin, who the hell cares? It doesn't matter. There's always going to be more investment opportunities out there, but what's finite, what's limited is the fact that your time on earth is limited and you only get so much time. You have only so many opportunities to truly share your story. So figure that story out and build everything around that. So think about it. If there's one thing that you can take away from this video today, is what is that one thing that you could actually talk about endlessly? If it's sports, so all right, then maybe that's your topic. I've got this one friend, Wyatt. He talks about sneakers now. He loves sneakers. He collects sneakers. He buys them. He talks about them. He's got his YouTube channel called Wyatt, everybody's favorite. You gotta check it out. But my thing is, don't really chase the dollar sign so much. Talk about your narrative. Chase that narrative. Suddenly now, within the context of human potential, if I were to start going down the route of real estate, sure, I would go down that route, but I would tie it back to human potential. I would say, hey, Mr. or Mrs., if you buy this house, it'll help you explore different parts of your own psychology that you never knew existed. This room here is great for meditation. This room here is great for fitness. It'll help your body going. So you see what I just did there? There's so many ways to go about doing this, but you got to know your narrative. Your narrative gives you roots. You have your narrative, it gets you this clear vision of what to express. Then from there, you can make all the ad copy and all the marketing, you can send out all the email blasts and all that. But it's really, really hard to do that if you're talking about something that you're not passionate about. Because once the money comes in, and it will come in, it'll start rolling in and all that stuff, it's like, all right, that here and there, it's just gone today. It's just like here and gone. It's not sustainable in the sense of like your personal satisfaction, but your narrative, the thing that you love, that's going to keep you up all night. That's going to make you pull all-nighters. That's going to make you want to skip parties. That's going to make you want to skip all these other things. That's going to make you want to stop Netflix binging. And it's going to make you want to like probably eat better too, because hey, if you have the opportunity to either sit down and eat this like sandwich, or if you can make some YouTube videos and you find that there's a greater passion behind the YouTube videos, you'll probably start making more videos and you'll probably slim down as well. You know, when I'm making these videos, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not eating. So, all right, listen, I hope you found value out of this. Remember, just when you're figuring out how to build something sustainable, which I strongly recommend that's what you, I gotta put this pop socket down. I strongly recommend that you focus on something that you truly value. Know what your narrative is. And then think about into the future, all right, if I invest into these pool tables, if I invest into these like this fitness equipment, if I want to make penny stocks my topic, or day trading, or finance, or I don't know, roller skates and whatever, third eye, chakra, music, whatever it is this something that you can make write about endlessly? Like, I love music. If anyone knows me, I mean, apart from these videos, when you see me out in public, I always have headphones in my ear. I love music. Not that I'm trying to be antisocial. When I'm around people, I don't have them in my ears, but generally speaking, I'm very much into the music that I love. However, even though I love music, I love human potential more. And that's important to know, because these videos that I'm talking to you through, I'm not talking about the latest musical album that's coming out. I mean, I love the 1975. They're dropping an album on Friday. I'm definitely going to listen to it. I love the 1975, but I'm not talking about the 1975. I'm talking about human potential. And through that lens, if music happens to come up, sure, I'll talk about it. If fitness happens to make sense through that lens, sure, I'll go about it doing that. If I happen to find some friends, someone I want to be friends with, or relationship-wise, it doesn't matter. Like, it has to tie into the narrative that I'm most passionate about, because everything operates from within that context. So when I talk about this, I really mean it. What is your narrative, and would you be willing to make 1,000 ads off of that? All right, hey, look, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got something valuable out of it. I'm going to share it with you in a couple minutes. Well, actually, I'm sharing with you now. Just go ahead, if you like it, share it, subscribe, whatever, comment, post. All right, look, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.